Hello students, welcome to Science Learning Gateway. So finally we have got the Karnataka SSLC result 2020. Finally the result has been declared today and the result was good. You all have performed very well. First of all, I want to say congratulations to all those students who have performed great in the exam, who have passed in the exam. Okay, no matter how much marks you have got, but at least you all have tried your best and you have achieved the great result. And I have a small request to the parents also. No matter how much your child has scored in the exam, in this corona situation, in this pandemic situation, at least they have written the exam and they have done great. They have achieved, this is a great achievement for all of us. And please don't compare the marks of your children with the other student to hurt them. It will, the children will get hurt if their marks is compared with the other children's. No matter how much you all have got in this exam, this marks will only be used to take admission in 11th standard. This marks will not decide your destiny. Whatever you have got, it's great, and you'll get more success in your life if you'll do more hard work. And don't feel regret or guilty that you have not studied and all. Whatever is gone, so gone. Now you have to look for your future and you have to perform very well in your future, and you have to achieve great achievements in your life. So in this video we'll discuss about the process of retotaling, about the photocopy or the scanned copy, and the re-evaluation of answer sheets. About the process we'll see, and what is the coming dates, and about the fee structure and all, and about the compartment dates also we'll look at in this video. What are the things which we need to see, we'll check over there. So first of all, we will have a quick highlight on the result of SSLC 2020 exams. Okay, so the result was declared. SSLC Karnataka result was declared on 10th August 2020 at 3 p.m. In this exam, 8 lakh students have appeared. Out of 8, more than 8 lakh students have appeared. Out of 8 lakh 11,050 students, 5 lakh 82,316 have cleared the exam, and 2 lakh 28,734 failed in the exam. So I want to tell to these students that don't be panic. Now also you have time. You can give the exam again and you can get nice marks also, and you can clear the exam. Okay, so now you have to move towards move in your life, and you have to now work hard in your life, and you have to achieve your success. Last year the passing percentage was 74.21%, but now this year it has decreased to 71.8%. Girls have performed well as compared to the boys. 77.7% girls have passed, and the percentage of boys recorded is 66.41%. This year 6 students have secured full marks, means out of 625 to 625 they have secured. So a very good achievement. I want to congratulate to all the 6 students who have scored the full marks. That is Anush, Saniti, Chirayu, Nikhilesh, Dheeraj and Tanmay. Congratulations to you all. You all have performed really well in your exam. Well done and keep it up. Now we'll move towards the next. Now in this slide we will see how you can apply for the retotaling or re-verification, and then photocopy of the answer sheet and revolution of the answer sheet, how you can apply for these things. So in this we have total of 3 steps. Like any exam, you first that prelim exams is there, after that main exam is there, after that interview is there. Like that only in this process also you have 3 steps. After completing the first step you have to move to the second step, and then after second step you have to move to the third step. It's not that if you'll do the first step and after that you want to jump to the third step, it's not that. Then for one by one you have to move from first step to second, and after that that's third step. Suppose you're not satisfied with the marks what you have got in your exam, that is SSLC 2020, then you can apply for the re-verification or re-evaluation of your marks. So if anybody or any student is not satisfied by his or her marks, then they can go for this process. The first step is retotaling or re-verification of marks. In this, if in this what you have to do, you have to apply for this process through online mode. You have to go to the website of KSEEB, and from there you have to click on that SSLC exam button, and you will be redirected to this retotaling or re-verification link, and you have to go over there, you have to pay the fee, and you have to apply for this one. So what you have to do, if you want to apply for the retotaling, then you have to go to the website of Karnataka board, and after that, if any error is there in the answer sheets in the retotaling, suppose examination has skipped some marks while totaling your marks, then your marks will be added in that. But that marks will be the final marks. Suppose you have got in the exam 72 marks. After totaling, again, if you are getting 72 only, then that marks will be the final marks. But if you are getting 70 marks after totaling, again, means after retotaling or re-verification, then 70 marks will be your final marks. 2 marks will be decreased. But suppose if the examiner has left some marks while totaling, and if you are getting 78 marks, then your final marks will be 78. So it can be possible that your marks can increase, or it can be possible that your marks will be decreased. Whatever with the final marks, that will be there in your final mark sheet. So in the first step, in retotaling or re-verification, only totaling of marks is done, nothing else. Only the totaling of marks will be done over there. If someone has skipped some marks, then that marks will be added, nothing, and that's all. If suppose you are not satisfied with the retotaling or re-verification, then you can move towards the second step, that is obtaining photocopy of evaluated answer sheet. Means you'll get the photocopy of your answer sheet through they will upload it online, and you can check the answer sheet in the while from your home only, via online mode. So the image of the photocopy of your answer sheet will be shared by the board from online. So you can go through that image. You have to check the paper. Suppose suppose your totaling is also okay, but in some question you have not got marks in the answer sheet, then you can go for re-evaluation. Third step, re-evaluation is the third step after the photocopy. If you are not satisfied with the photocopy marks also, then you can go for re-evaluation. But in the re-evaluation, you can only apply for the question. The whole paper will not be checked in the re-evaluation. Suppose in question number 3 you have not got full marks, then you can challenge the board that in question number, I want to challenge question number 3. Suppose you have not got full marks in question number 7, then you can challenge that I want full marks for question number means I want to challenge question number 7. Then you have to write over there that in question number 3 and question number 7 you want to challenge to the board, and you want the re-evaluation of these questions. Means these questions will again be checked, and for each question you have to pay a fee. The fee is fixed for each question in re-evaluation step. So this is the final plan. Once again we'll go through that. The first step is retotaling or re-verification of marks. In this step only the totaling of marks is done, that is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, whatever is the marks. If the marks is same what you have got now, then the marks will not, then there will be no changes in the mark sheet. Okay, but if some marks will be increase or decrease, then that marks you will get through online also, and in the mark sheet also it will be displayed. And this will be a online mode. You have to pay the fee for this one around 700 or 750, around like that only they used to charge for each paper, each subject. Okay, then if again you are not satisfied with the first step, that re-verification or retotaling, then you can move to the photocopy. You want, yeah, you can get the photocopy. The board will upload the photocopy, and you can see that photocopy through online, and then you can go through the photocopy of your answer sheet. And if some examiner has not given you marks, suppose the question is of 5 marks, okay, and he has given you half marks. Suppose a question has A, B and C part. In this he has given 3 marks, and in this one he has given half marks. But if you are confident that you will get full marks in this question, then you can go to the third step. But if you are not confident that you will not get marks in this one, then don't go to the third step. That is my advice, that don't go to the third step. Okay, so if you are very sure that your marks will increase, then only you go for re-evaluation process. Otherwise, don't go for re-evaluation process. In the re-evaluation process, only particular question will be checked. The whole answer sheet will not be checked, only particular question. Suppose in question number 3 you have doubt, then the question number 3 will be checked. Suppose in question number 4 you have doubt, then the question number 4 will be checked. And for that you have to give a specific reason why you want to challenge that question. So for all these process you have to pay a minimum fee, whatever the board will decide for that. And the date for these process will also be updated soon. It's not now it's not updated, it will be updated within 1 or 2 days. After that you can apply for the retotaling or photocopy or the reversion. But my suggestion is that if you are sure about this, that your marks will increase, then only you go for this step. Otherwise, no need to go for the steps. Whatever marks you have got, that is okay for. If you have passed the exam, then whatever marks you have got, that is good for you. That will and move towards the future. But in case if you have not passed the exam, then I recommend you to write the supplementary or the compartment exam. So we'll discuss about that also. Now, about the compartment or the supplementary exams. So this exam, compartment or supplementary exam, is for those students who have failed in 2 subjects, who have failed in 1 or 2 subjects, not more than that. They can appear in this compartment or supplementary exam. So the Karnataka government or the KSEEB is going to release the date of the compartment exam soon in this website. You can go in this website kseb.kar.nic.in. In this website, the timetable will be released soon, and the Education Minister Suresh Kumar informed that within 2 days the timetable of the supplementary exam will be released. 2 days means around 13th August the timetable will be released. And I think it may be possible that in the last week of August you will have the supplementary exam, and in the September second week the result will be announced, because you have to take admission in colleges or 11th standard. So the exam will be taken soon, and the result will be also announced soon, so that you can take the exam and your session will not be waste. Okay. And those who want to apply for the compartment or the supplementary exam, they have to apply through online application, through online mode, and they have to pay some fee about for that. Means this around means subject wise they will take the fees. For 1 subject the fee is different, for 2 subjects the fee is different. So my suggestion is that you can, if you have not passed in 1 or 2 subjects, then go for the compartment or the supplementary exam with all your dedication. Start working from now, do your hard work. Whatever you have not studied in the first exam, now you have to achieve, you have to get good marks in the supplementary or the compartment exam. That will be your final mark sheet. It may be possible that you can get very nice marks in the compartment or the supplementary exam. Last year also, around the result of the compartment or supplementary exam was 99%. So it's quite I'm quite sure that if you'll apply in this compartment or supplementary exam, you will pass the exam. So no need to panic now go for the preparation of the compartment exam and clear the compartment exam, and you will get very good marks in that. So that's all. I hope you all have understood, no confusion now. Then these are the 3 steps for your if you want to increase your marks, then you have to go for these 3 steps: retotaling, photocopy of your answer sheet, and re-evaluation. For all the 3 steps, one by one you have to move, and for different steps you have to give different fees is allotted for that. And for all these steps you have to go these. For increasing the marks also, you have to visit this website. You have to be state updated with this website. You have to check this website regularly for all the updates given by KSEB. And for the timetable of the those who want to give that compartment exam, they have to also check this website, and that timetable will be released by the KSEB, and the exam will be conducted soon, around in August last week only. Maybe it's short, maybe that they will take the exam. So within 13th or 14th August we'll know about the timetable. That's all. Thank you for watching my channel, Science Learning Gateway. If you really like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get the latest notification. Whatever will be updated by KSEB or the board, I will be keep updating to you. And if you have any doubt or any queries, you can comment in the comment section so that I can clear your doubts. Thank you.